Welcome, Cancerians. This is Dot from DRAGONFLYSOULTAROT, and today I am bringing you the May 2018 overview, tarot forecast overview for the energies in the upcoming month. So I just wanted to ask a little question. Do you think that my videos are coming out on time, or should I bring out the monthlies a little bit sooner? So I just don't want my monthlies to compete too much with all the other monthlies coming out a little bit like a week or two before the month. So I try to do it on the last Friday of the month before, before the next month starts. So give me your opinion. Do you think they're timely, or do you think I should do them sooner, or what are your opinions? I want to know. Okay, so are we ready to get started, Cancerians? I have shuffled the cards and I am going to cut. There we go. Okay, so the first card depicts you in this situation is the Six of Swords. You can't see that. Try to bring it down a little lower. I usually end up holding them up a little. You are crossed by the Seven of Swords. The energy is moving off into the past. The Queen of Wands. Just going to move that up just a touch. The current energies are the Lovers. The incoming energies is the Seven of Cups. How you see yourself is the Hangman. Ooh, is that a good place to put that? Let me just make this a little higher. There we go. How others see you is the Chariot. Your biggest fear is the Eight of Coins. Your biggest hope is the Seven of Wands. And the outcome we have, the Tower. Okay, well, we'll see how the reading progresses and if we need to draw more cards. But there has been some trouble in paradise, and you've caught somebody doing something and you are not happy. You have possibly given somebody the boot out of your life, and right now you are in a holding pattern as to what is going to come next. And if you haven't boot them out of your life, I say that you boot them out of your life because I see the Six of Wands here and you're moving away, but it could also be moving away, like getting over it. If you've had a fight with your spouse or something, you're finally in the stages where you're saying, okay, it happened, let me deal with it, let me see if we can get over this situation. But somebody has done something that you believe is not fair, is not above board, so you are quite angry about this, and rightly so. If it's been somebody new that's been in your life and you haven't been with them too long, it's possible that they have that you have evicted them from your life. I'm just going to put that right side up there. Okay, because we have this energy of the Queen of Wands, and this is somebody whom you really wanted, somebody who you thought was your friend, and somebody who is gregarious and fun to be with, and charming. And yet this is the energy that is going off into the past. So you seem to be needing to let something go in your life that was embodied by this Queen of Wands. Someone who, and maybe it is also you're letting go of a passion, because when someone disappoints you like that, it can really kill a passion, right, that you have with someone. You're feeling wonderful, and then they do something really, really stupid, and it's like, okay, I don't want to see you in my sight. I don't want you in my sight anymore. Just go away. So this could be representative of the passion you had for someone. This could be the fact that this passion has been dampened or even killed by this deception. So somebody did something and it killed your passion, or it caused you to push them out of your life because you have been very, very hurt by this. The current situation appropriately is the Lovers, which is the choice. What do you choose? What are you going to do now about this situation? Can you take them back? You can take them back, but will you? You know, this is being pulled between the what you know and what you are going to experience without them in your life. You know, because if you've been with them for any amount of time, you know what it's like to be with them. But if you are kicking them out of your life, then it's going to be tough to be without them because you're used to being with them. So this is a choice having to do with love. Are you going to forgive them and invite them back into your life, or are you going to just let them go? Because when the Lovers comes up, it is an indication that a relationship has reached a point where it either grows or dissolves. So, and at this point, it seems to me like you are letting something or someone go because of a big disappointment that they perpetrated, and you're so shocked by it. So this is confusion. This is not going to go away like right away. This is some confusion that is going to go on for a little bit of time yet. Do I take them back? Do I not? Do I trust them? This is a lack of trust. So if they are your full-time spouse, there is a lot of trust issues that you're going to have to deal with. I also see so much confusion that communication has essentially cut off because you have turned your back on this situation, and you don't want, right now, you don't want to be dealing with all these pressures, but they are there. And our little gentleman right here is looking off into the direction. He's not actually looking at the cups. So with them above him, he is very overwhelmed by all these decisions, all these things going through his mind of what he should do and shouldn't do, or, you know, possibly can do. There's just so much illusion here. You just can't sort out the truth from the untruth. And this may be even just a big misunderstanding with your with this person whom you're interested in. So yeah, for this month it's going to be a little bit of a slog. So sorry about that, Cancers. It's going to be a little bit of a slog, and you're going to deal with a little emotional confusion caused by this situation, this person who has disappointed you by acting irresponsibly or deceptively. So whatever it is you found out, you are not at the point of forgiving yet. You are at the point of weighing all your options and figuring out what your next step is going to be. And that is definitely, it's definitely underlined by the fact that the way you see yourself, you have the Hangman. So you are at an impasse. Do I forgive them and possibly get into a situation where I look like a total fool for having somebody do this to me, and then invite them back into my life to possibly do it again? So another meaning of this card is that you are only seeing it from your point of view, so you're not really even giving them a chance to express themselves. So let them state their case. And with the way that they see you as the Chariot, and the Chariot, the first word that comes to mind is cavalier. So like, as the charioteer just jumps onto his carriage and whips the horses and the horses take off, that is how you made your decision. It's sort of like a snap decision, an all or nothing decision. So this is the way others are seeing you, as an all or nothing person, and you've taken action, because the Chariot is a card of strong and definitive action, and taken off with your convictions about this situation, and right now you are kind of staunch in what you are thinking. So this is not a good time to make any definite decisions. It would be best, if possible, if you could just hang in there a little bit longer, and possibly something will come out of this ruminating. Maybe even meditation on each of the possible solutions to this problem will bring forth something more productive as a solution. But at this point, others are seeing you as very staunch and determined in your decision, but you haven't really made a decision yet. See, we have the Lovers here, and you know, with the Lovers and the Hangman, you still have not made a decision. There's just too much going on in your head with what to do about this situation. Okay, so your biggest fear is the Eight of Coins, and the Eight of Coins is all about learning something new from scratch. So this reading is all about a relationship. There's nothing here about work. Nothing here about work. So reading the Eight of Coins as a work card would really be pointless. The Eight of Coins is about starting new. There's two aspects of the Eight of Coins that I want to touch on. First of all is that it's starting new. You don't want to toss everything out and have to start all over again with someone else and be alone for all this time and find someone else. You know, everybody goes through that situation where they're with somebody and then they're thinking, should we stay together? Should we go apart? And the key to that is you don't feel like it is really, really difficult to meet someone new and start over again. So this is one aspect of this fear. The other aspect, if I can remember what it was that was in my mind, when it comes back to me, I will say it's something about the learning curve, although that can also be under the umbrella of learning something new. So you don't want to start over again with somebody new. You realize how difficult it is to start over and meet somebody new and get into a relationship and then all that stuff, right? So that is and you know, I'm seeing these as two kind of solutions to your problem. This is starting new, and this is fighting for what you have, right? So your greatest fear is starting over again with someone new, and your greatest hope is to fight it out and clear the air and make the current relationship the best it can be through by trial by fire, right? Because no relationships are easy, and people mess up in their lives. So you want to fight for it. You hope that they will fight for you. This is your greatest hope. And this is your greatest fear, having to start over again. So in essence, these two cards are kind of portraying two opposite approaches to this solution. You either fight for it and keep what you have, or you start all over again and learn all over again. So, Cancers, I've shown you the final card, and it is the Tower. Now, the Tower is a blind side. It is possibly, there may be some information that you still do not know, but one thing I can tell you about the Tower is that once it hits you, then it goes away. Okay, so the Tower is like a lightning bolt. It comes down and then it's gone. And once you acknowledge it, you say, okay, this has happened. I know that I need to look for a solution. I know that I need to meditate and figure out how to fix this situation and figure out what I want. Once you've done that, once you acknowledge the problem, the Tower goes away. Okay, so the Tower is a big shock, a big surprise, and if you have not had a big surprise with your spouse, then you know, it's also a matter of magnitude, right? Okay, so if you are currently in a relationship, this could be something shocking but very small. Okay, so somebody could be keeping something from you, that like they are ill or something, or they are dealing with depression or alcoholism or something like that. So this is a secret that comes out, and I do believe it may be in addition to this. So this has already happened. Okay, so if you have not dealt with this betrayal, then maybe this reading is not for you. Okay, these readings come out for the people who need to hear them, and if you have this already happening in your life, then it is speaking to you. But if it is not, if your relationship is perfectly happy, then don't go looking to find the difficulties. Okay, don't go accusing people of doing things just because a Seven of Swords comes up in your reading. But this is a surprise, and it can be on a big scale, it can be on a small scale. So this is something that you don't know that is going to catch you by surprise. I'm going to pull two more cards. The 9 and the 2. Okay, all right, okay, there we go. So the 2 is balancing, and as I was saying before, keep your cool. Don't get all bent out of shape about this situation here. People make mistakes all the time. Hopefully this wasn't an intentional deception that you found out about. This secret that is being kept from you, someone is just believing that they can handle it themselves. So don't be too harsh on them. And we have the 9 of Cups, which means all's well that ends well. Okay, so if you are going into a tumultuous month romantically in May, if you are going through a really, really tough time, and just keep in mind that after you come out of this Hangman stage and weigh out all the options, things will work out okay. No matter if you choose to fight it out or if you choose to start over, you will come out okay. All right, so the reasons these didn't come out in this reading is because this is not going to get resolved in May. It may get resolved in June, but for the sake of this reading, May is probably not going to give a resolution. But when there is a resolution, it will be a favorable one. Okay, Cancers? All right. So hang in there and deal with this as best you can. Realize people do make mistakes all the time, and then they're sorry. Keep the lines of communication open, and your biggest hope is that you guys will fight it out and make it work out. Well, you know, the future looks like that may be a very viable option, but it's up to you. It all depends on how bad this situation was here, how big the deception was, and what kind of secret is being kept that is going to shock you later on in the month. Okay? Okay, Cancers, good luck. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you liking, subscribing, and commenting on my videos. And also, don't forget to tell 2 friends about my channel so that if they need to hear these messages, they will know where to find me. Thank you, Cancers, for being here. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.